Hello, everybody. Welcome to a special Friday afternoon session where I'm coming on live to complete the free readings from this morning. I almost got to a free reading, but didn't get to any of them. So I'm coming back on to complete those. You'll see there's no chat in this session because I'm not taking any new questions in this session, but I will be back with It's Almost 3 in about 3 hours for this evening session. And then also I'm on Friday, Saturday, Sunday mornings at 11 a.m. and Friday and Saturday nights at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. So if you want to catch me then for a reading, then please come join us. All right. So let me just get some set up here a little better. There we go. All right. After I'm done with the session, I will post a comment listing the order in which the readings were completed, and then that way you can find your reading much more easily. All right, so let's jump in. I am continuing to use this cool deck, the Ravenous Dracon Tarot. I probably mispronouncing that, but that's what I'm going to use. So we will start. We have up first, we've got New Love. This down here. So New Love. Hello, hello. So there is silence from P for about a week now. And should you block him, or is it anything good to come yet with him? All right, let's take a look here. And let's see what we've got here. So anything, what about P here? So should you block him? Anything good? All right. Should you block him? You got the King of Pentacles here. So there is still a possibility of harvest there. That's funny. Pentacles, of course, is about abundance. King of Pentacles is about abundance. And fullness coming in here. Let's see. Anything good? You have peace of mind. So they're kind of just telling you just to rest your mind here. And it's been a week. But I don't feel like that there's a need to block them. Because I do feel here that they're, I don't know. It feels like, let it be, let it lie. And then if anything happens of it, then that's great. Just because a tree isn't bearing fruit doesn't mean that it won't. But if you cut it down, then it definitely won't grow fruit. And so kind of look at this, feeling like I need to block them, because that's a fear. That's something that's inside of you with this, Four of Swords. You have these three swords, which represent our fears, our fear of failure, our fear of disappointment. And you see how they're resting here on the Ace of Swords. It's about seeing things from a different perspective, a higher perspective, and just go, you know what? No harm, no foul. Whenever someone doesn't respond to us, it's not about us. It's about our fears are about us, our triggers, this defensive, and because like blocking is kind of like a defensive mechanism, right? I'm fearing something, so I got to put up a defense. But it's like, their actions or non-actions, words or silence doesn't mean anything about me. Something's going on with them, but my triggers are what I can look at. And, we don't need to block someone because we're learning something through this situation. It is happening for us. And so we can look at it and go, why do I have this need to block them? Just let them be. And if they happen to, communicate, just because they're not communicating at the pace that I want, doesn't mean that they don't want to. They just might not be able to offer us what we're wanting from them. And that's okay. We can still learn about ourselves through the mirror that we get, and just allow it to be what it is instead of judging it for what it's not, right? So there's some beautiful awareness that can come through that. I feel like that's part of the harvest, is no matter what mirror we look in the outside world, we're learning something about ourselves, and we can. So I like that. Right. So that's what they have for you, New Love, right now. So no blocky, just to go with the flowy. All right. So that's what they have there. So many blessings to you. And then Nelia Medeiros, hello, hello. So you want to know any special messages from your guardian angel of love and light? All right, let's take a look here and see, what does your guardian angel want you to know right now? All right. All right. Yeah, so you've got this little change coming here. You've got this page of swords and the death card. Death and rebirth, letting go of something significant here. And the page of swords, I feel like this is letting go of a significant um thought and belief and mindset. And we've got the four of wands, which is the marriage card. So I feel like there is this energy that wants you to know here that it's important to look at what of these expectations of the supposed to, the should, the need to, the have to, the must around marriage, what can be questioned, what can be let go of, what can we look at and go, hmm, where does this come from? It would be a small t truth that's rooted in fear, the fear of losing the conditional love, the fear of what this or that would mean or would not mean about me, and how we're using these expectations or rules around relationship and marriage. How am I using that to define myself? I just feel like there is this freedom that comes in with this combination here that allows this flow. It allows you to see things from a different perspective, and it brings um, this stabilized energy with the four of wands too, where it doesn't feel like it's such a, I don't know, just a, you know, uh, conflicting type of energy. Because we know when there's expectations, we have this underlying fear of failing, this underlying fear of not meeting some sort of, um, goal, some sort of expectation, and what does that mean about me, right? That's that fear of it means something about me, and it's like, no, only if I stop and I give up, right? And it's like, oh, that ended up not getting married, and so I just gave up on relationships altogether. It's like, no, that one didn't work out, but I learned from it, I grow from it, and then I will move forward from it too. So I like this kind of energy that's coming in here about a release and a rebirth regarding that. Right, so that's what they have for you, Nelia. Many blessings. And then Dollface Diva, you'd like a general for the weekend. That's right, it's the weekend. Happy weekend, everybody. Happy weekend, Dollface Diva. And all right. So you've got a good balance coming in this weekend. You've got the Two of Pentacles, balancing of the outside world. You've got the Nine of Pentacles, which is all about spending some time to yourself with spirit and alone time. So I like this, you know, get out and enjoy people and connecting, but also spend some time to yourself too. Today's a good day. We're in Pisces moon energy, so that's a good day for reflection. And then the weekend we got Aries moon energy, so there's a lot of fiery energy. So, that's conducive to movement, action, but be aware of our fiery moon energy too. But I like this, a message from spirit is just be balanced. You're gonna have opportunities to do things, but also work your power of no and choose not to do some things. Take some alone time, rest, relax, reflect, journal, do any kind of ritual or whatever you want to do just to connect inward and upward and connecting with spirit. So I like that for you. Right? So that's what they have for you. Easy breezy for you there, Dollface Diva. So take the time for you. Balance is the key. All right. And then Eagle, you are up next. So general for the next week for career. All right. Well, you do have an ending and a beginning that's coming in here. The death card, which is the big ending card, but it's a rebirth. And it's reinforced with the Ace of Pentacles with a new opportunity opening up in the outside world here. So, be aware that there is this, opportunity that's coming. It just might not come until you let go of something else, another thing that you're wanting. It's like you really been holding on to something that it's like, I don't know whether it should be a dead horse that's been beat. It's like they call it beating a dead horse. It's like, but it's like it's not a horse anymore. It's just the skeleton. Like you've been holding on to that for a while. It's time to let that kind of go and to look for something else. You even have the full card that was wanting to make itself known here, which is all about making a leap and leaving behind old cycles, go on a new adventure, really look at, you know, evaluate what it truly is that you want to do with work and career, and let go of an old idea, an old outdated desire of this is my dream job. Is it really? Look at that, because I feel like the dream might have changed a little bit. So I feel like you're being guided to go in a different direction there. Right? So that's what they have for you. Eagle, eagle. So many blessings to you. And then up next, let's see who we got here. We got Happy Pill. So Happy Pill, you want ancestral messages. So what do your ancestors want to bring to you here? All right. Yeah. There's a lot of encouragement from them not to give up on your true dream. You have the Queen of Pentacles, who is about, birthing new things in the outside world. There's fruition. There is this Mother Nature, Mother Nurture. So nurturing your dream, not someone else's dream here. The star card is, wish upon a star. But she's all saying, not someone else's wish, excuse me, your wish to come true. Because a lot of times, we're so inundated in our societies about supposed tos and shoulds and need tos, and we're like, oh no, this is dream. You know, I know for of all things, when I was young, I was really good with numbers and doing things, and my dad was trying to own his own business, and he was like, you'd be great at being an accountant, and I'm like, okay. And everyone asks, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" And I go, "An accountant." And they're like, "An accountant?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And so I had it. Psh, 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 psh. That's what I was gonna do. And even I took a college course in accounting, not to diss accountants, but like most jobs, you has to be your passion, and that was not mine. I took one class, and I like the balancing of stuff, but I was like, nah, I just really don't feel, you know, uh, really focused in on that. So you reevaluate and you change, and this is what I feel is coming in here, um, for you here, is this letting go of the old dream and focus on the new dream. What do what you're wanting to do. It's like your ancestors are like, don't hold yourself back, be and go do what you want to do. Well, we support you, so I like that. So that's what's coming in for you, Happy Pills. So many blessings to you. And then Julie, you are up. So light being messages for you. So let's take a look here and see what light beings, what they want to bring through here for you. All right. Well, you definitely have a connection with the spirit world. You got the High Priestess, the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Wands, she rolls over the spiritual energy, but she also has Cups energy, which is empathic abilities, and of course, the High Priestess very much about empathic abilities. And both of these cards, very, very strong connection. And I feel like the light beings are just letting you know that, confirming with you that you have this heightened strong connection to communicate with the spirit world. Um, and a big piece of that is that they honor your free will, they honor your power of choice, and they won't, because that's even on the bottom of the deck with the Chariot card. They honor this power of choice that you have, that you get to choose your stories, your emotions, your energy, your actions. And so they don't meddle in your life. Besides the honey-do list, as I say, that you had from, beforehand, what you gave to them before you came down here, and they gave you that, and they work on that stuff for you. But of your own free will, you can ask stuff down here, and then they will also want to help. But they won't meddle, they won't push it, while you're here. So you just have to ask, And they will remind you, they'll give you a little that they're behind you. Sometimes we forget, we get so caught up into the humanity, we forget they're there, but they'll give us repeating numbers and synchronicities and things that'll be like, oh yeah, hey guys, yeah, how you doing? And developing this relationship, maintaining this relationship, asking them for, and nothing's too small, nothing's too big. They just are encouraging you and letting you know we give you signs to remind you we're here, especially when you're in need of help. We'll give you, "Psst, psst, psst, we're here. Do you need a little helping hand? We can help you with that." Not that they won't push, but they will remind us that they're there. And I like that. And so they're reminding you that they're there, and just to make you aware that they are always reminding you, not always, but they will remind you that they're there, to help you too. And you have ability to connect. So do it. All right. So that's what they have for you, Julie. So many blessings to you. And then Grace 1111, you are up. So a general reading for the coming week. All right, let's see here. What does Spirit feel you need to know next week? All right. So you got the Two of Swords and you got the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles really is this focus on transformation, this putting in the work, movement of it's from an apprentice to the master. It's movement. It can be at work, it can be in relationship, it can be job, it can be anywhere that you're doing the work. You're putting in the blood, the sweat, the tears to get the results, and things are starting to unfold and things are starting to move forward. And you're going to be faced here with crossroads, this in the middle of this path with the Two of Swords, to make a decision. Now, this decision is that are you going to leave behind or are you going to wait? And what that means is it can be relationship, it can be job, it can be anything where you have been putting in the work, but whoever else this other individual or situation is hasn't. It hasn't evolved. You have, and you either have a choice to go, you know what, this doesn't match anymore. I've become a butterfly. Everything else remained as it was. Caterpillars walking along the forest floor. I have a new desire. I seek nectar, not eating leaves. I want to fly, not walk. I've got places to go. I've got migrations I can go on, not. And so I can wait for the other things to catch up. That's a no. If that was not super obvious, no. Or you can fly. And that's where they're saying you're just going to be brought to this next week, this places in your life where you've been really evolving and really changing, and you're like, well, I need to make decisions for me now, and I'm going to go in the direction. Butterflies got to fly, got to do butterfly things. And I feel like that's what you're being faced with next week, is some choices to make. Am I going to wait, or am I going to fly? And of course, your spirit guides are going, fly, fly. Not like the flying monkeys, in Wizard of Oz. This is butterfly fly. Okay. All right. So that's what they have for you, Grace. So many blessings to you. And then Smooth Life, you wanted messages from your higher self. Let's take a look here. See what they have here for you. All right. Well, here is your higher self, the Hierophant. Your higher self calling you to see things from this clearer perspective, see things from a different perspective. Five of Pentacles is this transformation about lack and, movement from, seeing things, feeling left behind, left out in the cold, abandonment, and so they're having you try to see things from a higher perspective, see things from their perspective, on how lovable and powerful and unconditionally, eternally loved that you are, and limitless and powerful. I think I already said that. Powerful, but this feelings of lack are these beliefs that were formed by people's actions when you were younger that didn't know any better. They didn't feel a whole lot about themselves, so they couldn't have done anything for you because they didn't have that for them. They can't give that to you. And I feel like they're just trying to show you here that there's abandonment, these feelings of not being enough or not having enough or that abandonment, with all of that, that had nothing to do with you, and that seeing it from a different perspective frees you to be able to allow stuff to come in, to see that you are worthy of more than you're allowing yourself to have because of the subconscious stuff that's below the surface, things that were formulated during your younger years. And I feel like that's a big piece of what they're wanting you to know right now, is that there's so much more to you and for you that they want to bring into your life, that you have to change this rate of exchange that's below the surface, where you have felt you had to give so much to receive so little. You deserve, it's like bringing it from 1,000 to 1 down to 1 to 1, so that you are able to uh, bring in energetically and allow things to come into your life as well. So I feel like if you have been feeling like things like a force field's been up, that they're talking about, well, that has to change in here, then that allows the energy to match these other things and allows them to come into your, the force fields drop and allow things to enter your life. Love, money, career, whatever it is, these things will be able to come in, but the energy has to match first. So I feel like that's what's coming in there for you, Smooth Life, right now. So many blessings to you. I do have a video on my Take 10 with Zen on my main page in the playlist. It's at the very top when you first go into my page. If you don't see it, you might have to scroll over one or two, but it's episode 5, which is for the 6 of Pentacles, but that's what follows the 5 of Pentacles, is this balancing. All right. So that's what they have for you, Smooth Life. And then angel blessings. You are up. You want an angel message. All right. Let's take a look here. What do the angels want you to know right now? Right now. All right. So there is this, it's funny because it's like, get out of your heart and into your head, which is usually the opposite, right? But so they have here the 5 of Cups is a lot of energy, some lower vibrational energy that's been grabbing you, some low emotions that have, whatever circumstances have happened that have really got you, kind of took you for a loop emotionally, just kind of out of the blue or out of left field. And it's just like, wow. And it just you kind of got stuck in this emotion. But this King of Swords, they roll over the swords and they're the master. They get a double portion of thinking. That's why it's like, really get out of your head, out of your heart and into your head. And I feel like it's also communicating, it's writing. It's like writing things down, getting into this, um, different viewpoint of things. And I like this. It's like setting a date, like in your mind, going, you know what? Okay, so a week from Monday, I'm going to allow myself to feel this for another 9 more days or 8 more days, whatever. And on this date, that's it. I'm changing my attitude around my emotions and da 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 da. And I feel like it's doing a logical approach to an emotional turnaround that helps you get out of this funk or whatever this emotion is that's just really been gnawing at you. And it's like it just takes the power of deciding. And I feel like that's what they're wanting you to know right now. Pretty powerful. Right? And that's what they have for you, angel blessings. So many blessings to you. And then Soul Searching Vibe, you are up next. So the June monthly for you. Don't forget to check out the June monthly readings. Those are available for each individual zodiac sign. The playlist is on my main page at the very top. And towards the middle, too, I have a whole monthly playlist. And July's will be coming out. The July's are available already for my Praying Mantis and Zen Cricket members. So be sure to check those out. All right. But for June, let's take a look here and see what else they want you to know. All right. Well, it looks like a pretty fantastic June here, you got the Lovers card and the Nine of Cups, which is like emotional dreams come true coming in here. So it does definitely feel like June is going to be a month where you could be meeting someone that feels like a dream come true. I mean, both of those cards are huge with that. In the meantime, while you're waiting, the Nine of Cups and the Lovers card also was about the nine is finding love within you, your self love, and the Lovers card is like power of emotional choice too, and realizing every moment is a choice between higher vibrational unconditional love and lower vibrational fear love, the fear of losing conditional love. And so while you're waiting for that meeting to happen, you can focus in on your self love. The more you expand your self love, the more you expand your ability to give and receive love to the outside world. And also be aware of your emotional choices you make in each moment, because whatever emotional energy you put out is the kind of emotional energy you draw. So if we're focusing on lower vibrational love energy, we draw in people, events, situations that match that. But also, if we focus on the higher vibrational gratitude, unconditional love, laughter, joy, then we draw in things that also resemble that. So I feel like June is a month of learning about self love, power of emotional choice, which also helps bring in this love that does feel like a dream come true. So I like that. Boom, boom, boom. All right. And so that's what they have for you. Soul searching vibes. So many blessings to you. And then Links Lee, you would like to know about your spiritual gifts. All right. Let's see. What does Spirit want you to know about your spiritual gifts? All right. Well, you got a lot of knowledge here with the sword suit, Queen of Swords, and the Justice card. The Queen of Swords. Normally, does she have the? Well, she doesn't have the sword. Normally, she has the Ace of Swords, like the Justice card does here. But they're both about wisdom and higher wisdom, seeing things from a higher perspective. So, one of your gifts does have to do with spiritual knowledge, a knowingness, where you channel messages from above, but also knowledge, and there is this energy of balance too. You help people balance energy. You've got the um, scales here, but the Queen of Swords, she has, of course, rules over swords with the king, but all the queens are given a second portion of water too, which is the balance between the head and the heart. So there's this balancing energy that comes in here too, that you have access to. Um, it's like your energy helps balance other people's energies and like transmute energies that no longer serve them, and of course they have to ask you for that. You can't do it like without going around doing it to people that aren't ready, but people asking you to, it happens. And I even feel like you have a natural gift where your energy just balances people. It's like a zen energy where people are just like, I'm so calm around you, and it's because you do have this balancing energy that brings things down. Not that you're controlling their emotions, it just kind of creates this bubble that keeps a lot of other energy away and allows the purity of the emotions that individuals are having to be there. So you do have that a knowingness. There could be even some teaching that you'll do, sharing with other people with that, but balancing energy, words of wisdom, words of knowing, channeling messages from spirit are very much emphasized here. So hopefully that gives you a little tidbit on those things. But that's what they have for you there, and just a few. We have so many that we can have access to, but they want you to know about those too. Ish 2.5. All right. So many blessings to you. All right. And then Pinky, you want universal or the universe's guidance for your love life. All right. Let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know about your love life? Oh, just the one? No. Surely there's another one. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Yeah. So you've got the moon card and the full card, two major arcana. The full card is about, a new adventure, a new beginning without a lot of expectation. So I feel like it's like a brand new type of love that's coming into your life. And the moon card does have a lot to do with emotion, but I feel like it actually has to do with the moon. So the next new moon that's coming up, and what do we have one in here in a couple weeks, week and a half? But I feel like it's around a new moon and full moon are going to be important times here for the next couple of months, where the new moon is the beginning of things, bringing fruition, a reboot, or not even a. I don't feel like it's a reboot. I feel like it's a whole new way of looking at love and a new type of love that comes in for you here. Something free, like I said, of a lot of expectations. And usually when we meet someone unexpectedly, we're like, "Oh, hey." We have zero expectations. We think they're like wonderful, right? It's only when we get to know them that our expectations go up and they become less of a person to us. But I feel like this is a new type of approach, that not allowing yourself to, imprison people in this thoughts and beliefs, freeing yourself, freeing them, allows you this freedom to swim in emotion here. Um, so I definitely feel like what's important here as far as guidance for your love life, with that full card, it is, we can have so many expectations, so many supposed to, so many shoulds and need tos and have tos and musts, and that's what sucks the life out of a relationship. Instead of having gratitude for who someone is, because you're like, wow, you're amazing, because we don't have any expectations. We're just focusing on who they are, not who they're not. When we focus on who someone's not, you know, who wants to be told all the time or feel the energy that we're just not pleasing someone and that we're falling short? Who wants to be around that? No, none of us. But if you're around uh, a attitude of gratitude, where people are like, you know what I love about you sincerely is this and this because of this, and you're specific, and it's amazing. It's a different type of approach that comes in here. But I do feel like it's coming here for you, and definitely pay close attention to the moon energy and the moon cycles, because I feel like this is coming up sooner than later. But it's about changing your attitude as you're going through it, because it allows you to flow, go on this adventure instead of feeling like it's work. Relationships are work. No, they're not. Whoops, they're only, as I smack my microphone, they're only, it's only work when we apply all of these supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and musts up in our head with it all. So I like the freedom that comes here. So hopefully that helps a little bit, Pinky. That's what's coming in there for you. And then a new three, who is coming towards you? Dun, 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 dun. A giant ostrich. I don't know. I don't know why they show. Why do they show me that? Are you going to Australia or something? All right. Well, it's definitely someone different and new. You have the 9 of Wands. Whatever this block was that was here, this 9 of Wands, it's opening up. You do have this new communication coming in with the Ace of Swords. So it's someone you haven't met before. And the 9 of Wands is this, you know, it's like this stepping into your power, because normally there's like this blockade, and you going up and choosing to step into your power is what allows you to step away from away from or through the barrier, because this Ace of Wands was one of the, posts that was blocking you. But when you do that, you're like, oh look, I can fit right through. And so I feel like that there is this energy of you releasing some things, releasing, some of these expectations, that just allows it to open up. This is why it feels like someone new, someone different. It would be like, and it doesn't necessarily, this isn't what it has to mean, but it's what they're showing me is like when you're on a dating app, and you're selecting like the age and this and that, whatever, that you're the search criteria is, but it's like, let me remove that. I'm open to whatever with this. And then all of a sudden you have this ostrich farm owner or someone like that. I don't know why do they show me a giant ostrich walking towards you, but that's what they're showing. is someone very unique and different coming towards you. And it's like, this is interesting. They do lay giant eggs, not little small. It's like, wow, they have something bigger to offer you than a little chicken. I don't know what all this means. Oh my God. Your spirit guides are high or something. I don't know what it is. Or what's in this coffee? Is there something in here? I don't know. That's what they have for you, Newsree. So many blessings to you. If an ostrich attacks you, let me know. All right. So many blessings to you. You're not going to get attacked. All right. So, Goldie, you are up next. So, messages from the person on your mind. All right. I don't know what's going on here today. We are in Pisces moon energy. So, the veil is very thin. Maybe the comics have come through. I don't know. All right. All right. Here we go. Wow. Well, it does here, the person on your mind. We got the Page of Wands, which is wanting heightened activity, wanting heightened passion or movement. And Ace of Pentacles is a new opportunity to come in here. So, whoever this is on your mind, it does feel like there's a lot of action, heightened action. You can consider the page like the number 11. So, it's not like an ace, it's you know, gone through the ace all the way through the 10 to the number 11. And so, there's this heightened action, this heightened passion, and they want to bring a new opportunity in between the two of you here. And I feel like it's sooner than later with all of this here. So I just feel like I don't know, well, even on the bottom of the deck, I don't know, we got the Lover's card here. If that resonates there, but we definitely have this energy of action and movement and new opportunity opening up in the outside world. So it could be second chances or a chance or a new chance, a new taking it to a new level physically, passionately, can be there too, with all of that energy that's coming in there. I just don't feel like they have any specific intentions. They're just like, I just need to express it. I'm like, okay, here we go. So hopefully that makes sense to you, Goldie, but that's what's coming in for you right now. So many blessings to you. And then Cutie, you wanted an ancestor message as well. All right, let's take a look here and see. What do your ancestors want you to know? All right. Two sets of cards. Oh, okay. Well, if they don't say so themselves, got the Six of Cup, past lives, and the Strength card. Your ancestors are, we gave you such great ancestry, such a great strong genes. They're like, you come from a long line of warriors. I mean, they're kind of talking like that. That's funny. But you have this energy of your past lives and with these ancestor as well. Very strong strength coming in here. Yeah. And then with the Knight of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune, they say, they're saying you have the strength, you have the ability to really make things happen, to make things go forward, to make things abundant. And so basically saying, don't let anything hold you back. You're a warrior. You're able to really move forward. That Wheel of Fortune is about fortune, but it's also that you're human with this action that you put in and fast action with the Knight of Wands. It's the fastest moving knight out of them all, that you have this great ability to have this, stuff happen, make things happen, and successfully. So they're like, you have it in your blood. It's in your blood and your DNA. Move forward, go for it. Don't hold back. Tap into our strength. Where they're supporting you. So I like this. Whatever they're saying to move forward, go for it, because it is bring abundance for you and your humans on board with thinking that it's going to be, really, really, successful. So I like it. Right. And that's what they have for you, Cutie. So your ancestors are supporting you and nudging you to go forward. Battle cries. All right. So let me just grab a few more of these and bring these over here. All right. And then Almighty Great Quartz is up next. And many blessings to you, cutie, if I didn't say that. Double blessings. So, Great Quartz, anything about the future. So, based on your current energies, of course, future can change usually, unless it's something, one of the few faded things in our lives. But wow, yeah, you definitely have some changes that you're going to be implementing here in the future based on your current energies. The King of Wands is entrepreneur, emperor, Aries, go, 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 planning, um, deciding, putting action on things. The World card is victory, an ending of old cycles, beginning of new adventures. So I feel like your future holds here some endings and transformations and changes that you are going to put in. It's like, the Emperor card is what the King of Wands reminds me of, but it's, they get a lot of opinion about the kingdom because they're the king, right? The kingdom, but they're like, "Thank you. Everyone can leave the throne room. I'm ready to make forward movement. I am going to decide what we're gonna do, how we're gonna do it, and put energy and I'm putting an end to those things. I'm starting these things, and I'm moving all this energy. Where am I investing my energy? I'm deciding. I'm revamping stuff. I feel like it's like you're doing an inventory of where you're investing energy, what you're doing in your life, where you're headed, and I feel like you're making these changes and you're ready for some endings and beginnings, some new adventures that don't have any rules around them. You're just ready to live and enjoy instead of exist and fulfill, So I like this energy for you. Um, yeah, so don't be afraid to do that. It's very, very supported. All right. So that's what they have for you. Great courts, many blessings. And then Minahil, you wanted to know where will you meet your future spouse? All right. Where will you meet them? All right. All right. Interesting. Nine of Pentacles has to do with you being by yourself, away from the outside world with spirit. Eight of Swords is about clearing away your thoughts and your beliefs and your mindsets, that anything that made you feel blinded and bound and trapped and restricted. And what they're saying here is, where you're going to meet them is not at home. And that's funny because they're like, you can't wait around thinking that they're going to show up at your house, at your home. They're like, you go out and enjoy your life. This Eight of Swords, whatever's been holding you back, making you feel blind. You're like, I don't know where to go next. I can't. I feel bound. I feel held back. This is about going and expressing your passions. So it really is about like, if you enjoy pottery, it's going to a pottery class or, painting class, something creative. I just feel like, or learning something new, maybe a class or something. I just feel like you meet them and doing and pursuing something you love. They are also pursuing something they love. And because it's something you both love and you have a passion about, you have these sparks, you have this in common and it sparks things. And this is where your, relationship is sparked. So living your passion and doing your passion is what is coming in. Right? So that's what they have for you, Minahil. Another little tidbit. So many blessings to you. And then Magana, you are up. So, hey, what do you need to know right now? All right. What do you need to know right now? So I'm just going to take a sip here. All right. So, what do you need to know right now? All right. Magana. All right. So you've got the judgment card here, which is your higher self calling you to this higher place, right? And then you have the Emperor. So two major arcana. This is significant for you in your life right now. The Emperor rules over all the kings and it's Aries energy. And I feel like your soul is calling you and you being drawn to this kind of life purpose, dharma, the way you want to uniquely express unconditional love out into the world, right? At the judgment. So your higher self is going, hey, connect with your heart. See, this is what makes your heart sing. This is makes your heart want to dance and feel full. You're like, awesome. And then the king of not the king, but the emperor who rules over all the kings is like, all right, enough of all the advice from people. I know what I want. This is what we're going to do. And this is the energy. And we're putting a plan and we're putting energy in it. Let's go. So I feel like you need to know right now is that you have this dream that's bubbling up within you, and that's okay. It's time, you know, decide it, start heading towards it, make a plan and start doing it. You'll alter your course here and there, but it's all about deciding whatever this course is that you want to head on and do whatever this dream is and do it. Don't wait any longer. Now's the time. They've been bringing it up within you and now you're like, "All right, I can't define it 100%, but if I can define it 70%, I got wiggle room and I'll figure it out. I just know it's in this direction-ish to start walking it. And then you'll get clarity as you go down that road. So I like that for you, Magana. You don't have to have everything figured out. Whew, what a relief. All right. So that's what they have for you. Many blessings. And then, so Arup, Bobby, you want to know what are CH's feelings for you? Let's take a look here. All right. Wow, not a whole lot of feelings. Are they an air sign? They got a lot of thinking about you. You have the Knight of Swords, which is movement of thought and belief and mindset. And the Ten of Swords is letting go of some old ways of thinking, seeing you in a different light. So they're a lot in their head, not so much in their heart, which is what makes me, with all this air energy, makes me think that maybe they're an air sign where we ask people, what do they think instead of what do they feel about something? And it's like they're altering how they perceived you before, and it feels positive. It's like they thought, well, this is who you are, and the more they're getting to know you, the more they're realizing that is not you, and they're you know um, switching things away. They're cutting away these thoughts and these beliefs that don't serve anymore, because they're realizing, oh, that's true, that was a misconception, wow, and so there's like this intrigue a little bit that's coming in with it all. They're like, you're not normal. I like that. You're not normal. You're not who they thought you were. And it's not like they thought poorly of you, but they're so much more than they gave you credit for, because they put you in a box with everyone else because they're like, oh, you're just like all them. And you're like, oh, no, you're not. You get your own special box. And you're like, don't put me in a box. I will break down your barriers. But that's what they have coming in there for you right now. But emotions, I don't feel like they're a ton of activated in their heart. I feel like they kind of stay up here and they kind of keep their heart in a cage or like locked in a room deep within their being, because they are much more a thinker than a feeler right now. Um, I feel like they have to feel really safe to let their heart out, and they haven't felt safe in quite a while. So hopefully that makes sense, Swaroop. That's what they have for you. So many blessings. And then Kritika Malhotra, you are up. So, hey, you have not been active on Instagram due to exams. I know, right? Did anyone notice that or want to reach out? All right, let's take a look here. Did anyone notice that you were missing in action? Um, you know, with both of these, you got the Queen of Swords. I think I got this earlier. Queen of Swords and the Justice card. This is balance of head and heart, and really all this balancing stuff coming in here. I don't feel like anyone, like, I feel like they knew, the people that would know is like you're balancing life. They knew it. And um, I feel like they're waiting for you to get done with stuff because they figure something's going on because you're not there, that they'd wait for you to come back. Most people are like that though, where unless there's this friendship that you guys are on a regular basis chatting all the time, where it's been going on for a while, I feel like most of the individuals are consumed with their own lives, what's going on, and they enjoy chatting when we chat or sharing stuff or whatever, but they're focused in on their own life. They don't recognize when people are missing, because for a lot of people it's out of sight, out of mind. They're usually focused on what's going on right now, or focusing on the future or the past, or they're not keeping like a check mark of who's missing, who's not, right? And that's the majority of these individuals. So I don't feel like, you know, anyone specifically was like, they just, people I feel like maybe going, oh, I haven't seen them. They're probably busy. That's the kind of thing, waiting for you to return. So it doesn't have anything to do with you though, just realize it's like, have you noticed anyone not being online? No, because you weren't online. Well, maybe they're not online either. They're wondering if you noticed that they weren't online. Oh, the stories that unfold, right? But that's what's coming in for you, Kritika, right now. So many blessings to you. And then Samya Rao, hello, hello. So career message for June. Any job offer incoming in? All right. Take a look here. See what Spirit has here for you. So for June, career message. you know, you've got here the Queen of Cups and the Five of Swords. Five of Swords is like there's this battling going on between your head and your heart, and the Queen of Cups is like your heart has a lot of say so going on right now. And I feel like the job offers that you've been going for are more your mind, like what your mind would want, what you think is responsible and should and supposed to, and that. With this Queen of Cups and this, there's this battle going on between your head and your heart doesn't want to end up in a job that they exist in. It wants a job that a career that it feels like it wants to sing, feels like it wants to dance, something your heart really would enjoy. And I feel like there's this, nudge to switch to at least let your heart have a seat at the table and not just do it off of what makes sense, what's logical, blah, blah, blah. This is about what makes you feel full, what makes you just really feel that. So I feel like that's what's coming in here for you. And until this battle going back and forth between your head and your heart, that's what's keeping things away, because there's this mixed message that we're sending out. Your mental energy saying, well, I want this. And your heart's going, no, I want this. And then someone's like, it's like a waiter waiting for you to know what you want to order on a menu. And you're going, I want the, mac and cheese. No, 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 no. I want the green beans. No, 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 wait. No, I do want the mac and cheese. No, 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 wait. I want the green beans. And it's going back and forth. And they're just going, let me know when you decide. I'll be back in 5 minutes. I'll let you work that out in there, and that's the kind of energy that I feel is coming out in that. So hopefully that makes sense, but just sit with that and see what would it be. What's the dream job? What would make your heart feel full and make it want to sing? And I feel like the once you decide that and you put it, then things really unfold and you start to see changes come in. All right. So that's what they have for you. Some many blessings to you. And then Mia, you are up. So what do V and her group of friends think of you? Are you trying to keep me away from I'm not trying to keep you away from your husband. You said, are you trying to keep No, not unless he's really cute. No, I don't even want that. And career in June. Well, is that all you want, Mia? So you want to know if V and her group, what they think of you. Are they trying to keep you away from your husband? And the career in June. All right, so let's take a look here. Free readings get like 2 cards. So we're going to do 2 cards for all those questions and see what they have to answer here. So you got the 9 of Cups and the Knight of Swords. So, the Knight of Cups, I'm sorry, the Knight of Swords, what do V and her group of friends think of you? I think there's this thinking change here with the Knight of Swords, which is the movement of from one way of thinking to another. It's the quest for seeing things differently. So I feel like they're seeing you in a different light, and you're really looking into that. They're looking into what are they perceiving? Who are you really? I feel like they're trying to get to know you more so. I don't feel like there's any kind of shenanigans going on where they're trying to keep you away from your husband. I just feel like they're trying to get to know you, and they don't think about the impact on anyone else. They just want, I want to get to know you. I don't care if I'm taking your time. I want to get to know you. And like, well, what about my husband? Or whatever. It's like, no, they're just trying to get to know you in a more deeper way. The Nine of Cups is about, dreams come true with career in June. I just feel like there is this movement of what is it that you truly want, um, between all of this, because I feel like, no one can keep you from your husband if you don't want to be kept from them, right? You get to choose career, you get to choose what you want. This Knight of Swords and this Nine of Cups is like, I'm redefining what a dream come true looks like for me, right? I'm reevaluating it from all these people telling me supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and musts, caring about what all these people think. Has it rolled over into your career, into your relationships and everything else? We all do. We grow up that way. We're taught to be people pleasers and care what people think because we need to please the big people who are feeding us and keeping us safe. So we become people pleasers, but we don't stop later until we learn to stop and go, okay, I'm old enough to care for myself now. What do I want? I get to decide. I get to choose everything that I want: relationship, career, friends, whatever. Um, and if I'm afraid, then that is what I can look at my fears and find out what's going on here. But I feel like you're going through this period of reevaluating, what does a dream come true look like and why? And how much of that was other people's words and not your own? And how you're going to revise that and revitalize it. So that's what's coming in, Mia. Hopefully that makes sense. That's what they have for you. So many blessings. And then Alice, you want to know, how does Harris feel about you versus Christy? He thinks that would be a pretty awesome fight, you versus Christy. It's like Thunderdome of Mad Max. Two walk in, only one walks out. I'm just kidding. I know what you mean. Spirits is being, it's got to be this Pisces moon energy. My moon is in Pisces. The moon is in Pisces right now. So I think I'm getting a little drunk on spirit, and that's okay. So we got the Four of Cups versus the King of Pentacles. So, on one, there's this emotional stability on one side. On the other, there's this physical stability, and it's someone that would make, they feel like would help them fulfill their money and abundance and those feelings there. So, it's one feels like, and I feel like one of you would really stand out, and they're not telling me which one, and I feel like this is because you know it. One of you is more well off than the other as far as finance or connection or whatever that might be, and I feel like that King of Pentacles, they kind of look at him as one of you as, you know what? You would really help me with my career, or like your dad's rich and I'm going to go work in his business. It's like that kind of thing where you see someone as a opportunity in the outside world. The other is emotional. And I feel like you'll know between the two of you, if you're like, I ain't got any of that. And you're like, well, then you're the emotional stable one. And the other is more of the, yeah, you'll help me money wise and credit and all of that, and I feel like that's the kind of way they look at it. They like look at one emotionally and the other is more transactional, if that's a word, where it's, yeah, yeah, they could be my spouse, could have a full life, I could have, the things, but I don't feel like it's emotional as much as, with the other. So you'll know which one is you. You're probably the rich one, right? Are you the rich one? No, I'm just kidding. You're probably the emotional full one, and the other one is just more. I feel that, but you'll know who is who between the two of you, I'm sure. But that's what's coming in, Alice. So hopefully that makes sense. So many blessings to you. And if you're like, no, I'm the transactional one, I'm cutting them off, then yeah, then do that. All right, let me just see how many we've got. Quite a few more left here, so hang in there, everybody. We're just hitting an hour now. All right, so Nidhi Sarvaya, hello, hello. Will you get the job in NCLT? For which you got an interview message to attain the interview. All right, let's take a look here based on current energies. Just take a sip here. So it looks like we got some clouds coming in. It's getting a little dark out there. All right. So, will you get the job based on current energy? All right. Well, got the 10 of Cups and the Page of Cups. So, new emotion, joy, celebration, overflowing. So, if this is not a yes, then whatever job you get instead of it, you're going to be so glad you didn't get the other job and you got this one. But you definitely have this overflowing joy and heightened. It's like the 10 and the 11 of cups. It's like, wow. So a lot of joy and celebration that comes in. So, like I said, that's either like a huge yes, absolutely yes. Oh my God. Or, oh, good, you didn't get that. And look at this other job you got. Oh my gosh, you're so glad that you didn't get the other one. So, I like it. That's what's coming in there for you. So, yay. All right. So many blessings to you. And then Ateshi, sing, you are up. Uh-oh, we got a rolling laughter one. Let's see. You got rejected from something. And then at a restaurant, you said, if SP walks in through the door, then I will get a second chance at that position. And he did. Oh no. So so you said that if SP walks in through the door, then that means a second chance at that position. So what does Spirit saying here? All right, let's take a look here. Are you going to get a second chance here? Well, so you put it out there to Spirit. Well, if this happens, this is what it means. Oh no. Let's take a look here. Well, you got the death and the rebirth card here. So that is a second chance, right? Something brat back from the dead. The King of Cups is a balance between the head and the heart. And the King of Cups does talk about, a compatible person. And it feels like here, it's like somebody that's you're going to be able to talk to get that second chance. So whoever this person is that you just kind of click with, whatever this was, um, so whatever this rejection was, it's like someone who can get you that second chance. It's someone, like I said, you have this kind of just you clicked with, you have this connection with, and so reach out to this individual and just say, hey, can I get your opinion? How can I get a second chance at that? What do you advise? What kind of suggestions do you have? So if whoever this is, just ask them, and they'll give you that opportunity if you want that. That comes in there. There's this death and this rebirth, but that King of Cups is someone who's just you just click with. It's very compatible person. You get each other, so you can talk to them that way, whoever this is, if that makes sense. That's what's coming in, Ateshi, for you. So hopefully that resonates, and many blessings to you. And then me, ME, you are up. It's me again. You're so funny. So, May, you have a reading on your relationship with Mike. You are really enjoying his company. All right, very good. Let's see, what does Spirit wants you to know here about Mike? Mike. All right. All right. So you've got both the 10 of swords and the knight of swords. 10 of swords is letting go of expectations, and the knight of swords is movement of thought and belief and mindset. So I like this energy here. And what Spirit is saying is for it to grow, it's important to try to not let expectations come in and smother and suck the life out of the relationship, because you meet someone and they're wonderful because we don't have any expectations on them, right? And as we spend time with them, our expectations grow and grow and grow. See how they're becoming less and less awesome. Eventually they become like, why did you change? And they're like, I haven't. It's our expectations that changed. We started looking at who someone wasn't instead of who someone is. And so I like this with Spirit just saying, try to keep as many expectations and supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and musts out of the picture. And then you can celebrate who someone is instead of focusing on who someone isn't, because that is the relationship destroyer, just sucks the life out of it. Right. So that's what they have for you right now, me. So many blessings to you. All right. And then Moonlight 5, thank you for your donation earlier, but you wanted a general for the month of June. The other one I think was career or something specific, or love for the month of June, but you wanted a general for the month of June. And I think I mentioned to check out the June monthlies too. All right. I like it. You've got both the Queen and the King of Wands, divine counterparts coming in here. So you definitely are going to be meeting someone here in June, or have the high probability and ability with all this wand and focus energy to meet someone who feels just like a counterpart. It doesn't need to be romantic, but definitely could be. But it's this fire. You both have the same fiery personality, divine masculine, divine feminine energy, where you just get along so well. It's like, yeah, let's take over the world, or let's bond together. It's like the strong draw and attraction to one another with this energy, fire energy that you guys have. Could be mutual passions for things in life or for each other. Like I said, doesn't have to be romantic, but it definitely could be. But what a great combination that comes in there. So I'm not sure what the other, I can't remember what the other one was yet. Or this already, it's already gone out of my memory banks, but I feel like that's an important message for you there. And it is, it's someone very, very alike. You're built from the same element. So I like that for you. Right. And that's the general one that they have there for you, Moonlight 5. So many blessings to you. Not much more we can add to that. All right. And then Minu, you are up. So Minu, she'd like a general reading for June. Absolutely. I can't believe tomorrow's June already. But make sure to check out the general readings too. And I talk about in those, they're for each individual zodiac sign and how you can even zero in on a specific area of your life if you want. Wow. So June is a progression of emotion from the Seven of Cups, which is, kind of an emotional confusion, but you're gaining clarity with this Eight of Cups because you're determining what you're going to be leaving behind emotionally, and then what you're walking towards, which is emotional fulfillment with the Nine of Cups. That's where the Eight of Cups, that's where they're flying off to. But so there is this realizing, like, the relationships that don't serve you anymore, those that are taking energy that you're not getting a whole lot back, be the ones where you're giving 80, 90% and only getting 20 and 10% back consistently. And you're like, you know what? I'm the one keeping this relationship alive and together, or friendship or whatever. I'm just going to back off, and you just let it drift away. You get all this energy back, and it's preparing you here, because when they have these messages of you bringing back all of this emotion, it's to prepare you that you're going to extend emotion into a relationship, or something. But you know so relationship is what I feel for you. Sometimes it can be like you're gonna have all this emotional energy, invest in a dream or something. But this feels like more like a relationship that gonna be investing this in. And so they have you preparing for this so that you have all of that access to all that energy when that time comes. So I like this for you. It's a month of decluttering your emotions, both with relationships and then anything charged, anything emotional below the surface that needs to kind of rise and be transformed so you can all this energy you're using to keep emotion suppressed for a very long time. You don't even probably realize it's down there. You're like, what's this? Bloop. And then all that energy that was being used to hold it down is back to you too. So a big preparation emotionally for something that's coming your way in a positive way. Right. So that's what they have for you, me new. Many blessings. And then Ivy, you'd like to get a general, you're a Libra. Oh, and you change your name. I am me. All right, Ivy. So you changed your name. Easier for me to say. You're like, since you don't know how to say it, Brother Zen, we're gonna make it easy. So thank you, Ivy. So a general for right now. All right. Well, you do have this 10 of cups, which is joy and celebration, this fulfillment of life, and this full card is about, it's the 0, it's the beginning of the major arcana, which is all about leaving behind old ways and kind of starting this adventure. And the 10 of cups can be an ending of emotions and beginnings. It's usually about joy, joy, joy. And both of these together bring that kind of energy as well, because, we've got this the full card is like a going on an adventure without a whole lot of supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and musts. It's just like this. I'm going to go adventure. I'm going to see what the world is all about. I'm going to, not expect a whole lot and be grateful for everything. And that's that kind of energy, joy and gratitude about a new adventure, a new way of looking at life, a freedom that comes in. So it's a very free flowing type of energy that's coming in here for you. And I just feel like it's a good balance for the Libra. It's like you maybe have felt like your life was on tilt, but it's tilting back and it's, in this you know, no, just a whole new, it's like a breath of fresh air. It's just like all this emotion that's been building up, it's transformed into joy and happiness. And it's the core of all that is letting go and just going, you know what? I'm just going to be here now and enjoy what's in this moment instead of trying to control the entire world. Takes a lot of energy. When you let go, it's like so much relief. And I can just enjoy this moment for what it is. Not worried about the future, not worried about the past, just being here now with what is. And I like that for you. Right? So that's what they have for you, Ivy. So many blessings to you. And then Tavi T, you want to know NV's feelings for you. All right. Let's see what's going on inside of them. I thought there was another card. Oh, here it is. All right. So, the feelings they have here, it's interesting. The 3 of Pentacles, they do see you as someone who's very unique, very true to themselves, authentic. You're real. You don't try to put on airs. The 6 of Cups, it's what's overwhelming here for them is that they don't know where all these emotions are coming from. The 6 of Cups for me is like one of the indicators of past life connections. So um, I feel like if even if you've known him in this lifetime, this goes way before that. These are lifetimes that you've had before you've come to this lifetime. They've got all these emotions that they're unsure of what all this is. Like, how am I feeling this way when I just met you? They got all these different types of emotions that are from the Akashic records that are below in our subconscious. And they're connecting with these and they're just like, why am I drawn this way? Why do I feel like I know you? Why do I feel comfortable around you? Why is there like none of these warning signs going off like I normally get? So I like this past life connection that's coming in between the two of you, and I imagine you feel that and realize that too. Like, yeah, there's something so deep here that goes beyond just how long I've known him here in this lifetime. So I like this. There's emotion there. I feel like they're just trying to figure out what's going on here. Why do I feel this way? So that's what they have coming in right now here for you. So there you go. Many blessings to you. All right. And then Olivier Vergara. Hello, hello. General reading for June. Sure. Be sure to check out your June monthly. I have a playlist for each individual zodiac sign, so be sure to check that out for more information. And all right. So you do have this energy coming in with this Four of Wands and the Seven of Cups. The Four of Wands is joy, celebration, gathering, and the Seven of Cups is a lot of emotional confusion, different choices. What do I want? I think I know what I want, but maybe I don't. And this, I feel like there's this June. I don't know if there's a wedding in June that brings around emotional confusion, or if you're June because there's weddings and different things that are happening that you're kind of confused about what you want out of life as far as wedding and commitment, because I feel like there's just this upheaval that's going on with all of this. There's just it's triggering a lot of different emotions, but at your core, I feel like you're feeling good. I feel like you're enjoying maybe being invited to multiple weddings or multiple gatherings, multiple celebrations, but it's really triggering some thinking and some awareness about what do I want? Maybe even like, what do I want at my wedding? I feel like you're just going to all these celebrations and you're trying to figure out what's important, what's not, what's if what people think is going to be like. So yeah, like what is my dream come true? Nine of Cups coming out of the deck here. It's like, what is that? What does that look like to me? Sometimes we have, by society or, oh, this is what needs to happen. And people are like, we could do without that part of the ceremony. We're really just like, can we just cut it to the chase, And and I feel like, that's what you're figuring out is some things that from a attendee, you're like, I really don't like this. I'm not gonna have this at my wedding. You think everyone likes it, but I really don't like it, So I like this, clarity that's coming in here for you. Interesting. Right. But that's what's coming through. So many blessings to you. All right. Let's see where we're at here. So hot sun, you are up next. Let's see. How many do we got? What do we got here? All right. So we got one, two, oh, no, two, oh, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we got just 10 more to go. So hang in, everybody. Just like to give you an idea. And then once I'm done, I will put up a comment and pin it so you can see listing the order which all the readings are completed. All right. So hot sun, you are up. So what are Matt's feelings and next actions towards you? And the bottom of the deck. All right. So feelings, and I want to do next actions, but they want this one too. And bottom of the deck, huh? Bottom of the deck, you got the star card. Star card. Dreams come true kind of energy. Let's see, you got two sets of cards though. Let's see here. Well, that would be next actions. All right. Well, their feelings here with the Page of Cups, of course, that's heightened emotion. So there's happiness, there's, love there, but the Queen of Pentacles, Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, they like the nurturing, the sensuality, and the Queen does, she has cups behind the scenes too, so there's some emotion there. But I feel like there is this they care about this, but they're also focusing on themselves. So it's like, and I don't, you know, Like, I feel like they have genuine emotion, but they also a lot of what they look at here is, "My emotion has to do with what you can do for me." It's just like, I'm like, "Well, it's probably every human," but it just really emphasized there that it's like, I don't know." Because, well, I do feel like they're gonna next actions, they got the Magician and the Page of Pentacles. So, there is that, I want another opportunity, because you got Page of Cups, Page of Pentacles. Um, but I just feel like, you know, they have their roles a little bit here too. The Queen of Pentacles is a lot like divine feminine energy, of course, like a receiver, and then the Magician is like the giver, and that they like this role of I'm the man, kind of energy. Um, but they want this opportunity, and again, this dream come true energy. I just feel like it's questioning that. Underneath that, we do have the Three of Swords underneath the Star card. You can read into that what you want. You got the Chariot under that, though. Some movement and victory. So, I don't know. It all this energy together, it just feels like it kinda goes back and forth, don't it? Right? It's like a rubber band. They're here one moment, and then they're gone the next, and then they're here, they're close, and then they're gone, and then they're here, and you're like, how they say, "You're giving me whiplash. Can you make up your mind?" But we don't want them to make up their mind, really, because we don't want them to say no. So, maybe you've been putting up with the it's not wishy-washy, it's the rubber band effect because you know, it's like fearful, right? They get closer and then they take off maybe? But there's a lot going on below the surface. You got the moon card on the bottom of the deck too, so there's a lot below there that you're like, there's a lot of unknown. Like, what do you want? They don't know what they want, you know? Um, that's the big problem with a lot of this back and forth, I feel, is they think they know what they want, and then they get scared, and then they reevaluate, and then they adjust it a little bit, and then they act on it, and then they back off, right? It just feels like a yo-yo or one of those little paddles with the ball. And it's like, how much of that are you willing to put up with? Endure. Well, that's a better word to put it, right? How much of that are you willing to endure? Yeah, I got the Page of Wands on the bottom. It's like the Magician. There's wanting to take action, but it's not like consistent action. And that's what you're wanting is consistent action. But, you know, believe people for who they're showing you that they are, not who you think they can be. I think that's an important message for you, right? Yep, you have the Two of Swords. Close your eyes and open your heart and see what you see. All right. So that's what they have for you, Hot Sun. Hopefully that helps. No. Stop it. All right. Many blessings. All right. And then we got Papi Shia, maybe. Sorry if I murdered that. And Priyanka. So will you be going to IIM Indoor this year? All right. Let's take a look here. Is that somewhere new? Sounds familiar. Maybe it was a different location you asked about. So will you be going this year? All right. You know, I feel like because we got this emotional confusion with the Seven of Cups. Three of Wands is you choosing to go a different direction. And the Seven of Cups coming in is like there's multiple choices, multiple things. And I feel like that I am is back here somewhere. Maybe that's the M. But the Seven of Cups is you're seeing something else that you're wanting to do here. And so I don't feel like you end up going there. That Three of Wands just feels like it goes into a different direction. Like there's something else that out of all the seven wishes come true, there's something that you're wanting to alter and go in a different direction there. So I don't feel like you go this year. I feel like you alter your course and you go somewhere else. So that's what they have coming in. Right. So many blessings to you. And then eucalyptus body wash. Will your theory exam start before June 15th or after? So we'll pull a card for June 15th. Oh, this one is or after. So let's see what energy we have here. All right. So June 15th is the Ace of Pentacles. After is the Seven of Swords. So I feel like with the Ace of Pentacles coming in the position of before June 15th, that is the winner. So that's what's coming in. Easy breezy, short and easy. So many blessings. Right. And then Rhonda, hello, my friend. Help you with what is it that you can't seem to understand for you to move forward with courage and knowledge of your purpose here? All right, let's take a look here and see what information here. So, yeah. So you have the Knight of Swords and you have the Page of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles would be movement forward in the outside world, seeing your worth in relationship to the outside world in a different way, which would give you the courage to move forward. And the Knight of Swords is a movement of thought and belief and mindset that's coming in here. So, it is here what's keeping you from moving forward are some beliefs in here about your worth, about what you're worthy of. Don't know if you've checked out that Six of Pentacles. I have a Take 10 with Zen um, playlist series, and if you go to my main page, just clicking on Bretta Zen Mystic Tarot, whatever page pops up at the very top, there's playlists listed, videos, and if you don't see Take 10 with Zen, then scroll like to the right, and it'll probably be one or two. You'll see it. Um, I would really encourage you. They're not very many, and they're less than 10 minutes or less each. There's some good things in there about releasing blocks. And the Six of Pentacles, it's episode 5, but 4 and 5 talk about fate and how to bring things in sooner. But I would probably just listen to them all, because they're all free and they give some good information. I just feel um, encouraged to tell you to listen to them all, because I just feel like there's tidbits that you glean from each and they kind of build a little bit that help you go, okay, I see what's keeping me back here. These subconscious beliefs about what I'm worthy of. And because when our energy doesn't match that what we're asking for, it can't draw it. It only draws in where it's at and what it feels it's worthy of. And so I feel like there's this, energy that's coming in here. Um, of resistance of force field, and I feel like those will allow those to drop as you're like, "Oh, I know where this comes from now," and you release it, you forgive, you release, and then it allows some stuff to come your way and, clarity to open up, and it'll feel like the weight's been lifted and the shackles have been removed, and it allows movement. So, that's what's coming in for you, my dear. So many blessings to you, Rhonda. And then Beza dot D. Is there someone else on his mind? Oh, it better not be. There's going to be some reckoning coming here. Mm. We've got the Four of Swords, which would be peace of mind. Here's the mind. The Page of Cups is a higher love, that's on here. So, you know, the Four of Swords, that is, like I said, peace of mind, mental stability, and the Page of Cups, you know, that can be that. I'm just going to get a clarity here because that Page of Cups can be their self love too. With that peace of mind, usually that means that they're not scared of being caught. They're peace of mind. What? What do you mean? Are you seeing someone else? Are you thinking about someone else? No. What are you talking about? Let's take a look here. Yeah, no, got the 9 of Wands. There's a barrier there. It's like protected there. So I don't feel like there is. The Page of Cups is higher love, is turning inward and upward, and they're trying to find their self-love within that Page of Cups there. So I don't feel like they're looking outside. I feel like they feel blocked from the outside world, so I don't feel like they are. So that's what they have for you, Beza. So many blessings to you. And then Vidi Jalan, hi, hi. So, what does the upcoming week have in store for you? All right, the upcoming week. All right. All right. Yeah, I was wondering why you got three cards. These two cards are pretty much a lot the same in that you have this, stability in the outside world and this feeling of abundance here, but you also have this page of wands. So it's a week of heightened action, heightened passion, of extra oomph, wanting to get stuff done, a spark of energy, just wanting to accomplish, wanting to, and focus of your energy. And then you have this abundance that comes in here. So it does feel like it's a very productive week with a lot of benefit that comes in at the end of it. So it feels very full. A lot of activity with that page of wands, but also stable outside world, but also abundance. So I feel like it's go, 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 go kind of week, but you get this reward, reward, reward that flows in because of it. So that's what's coming in. Hopefully that makes sense to you. But that is the energy they want you to know about. All right, so many blessings to you. All right. And then we've got Bellini Martini. Your question is, how does Jim feel about you because he stopped talking to you? All right, what's going on with Jimbo? All right. All right. So we've got the 10 of swords and the 2 of cups. And with this energy that comes in with this is that they felt, and this could be with or without you saying anything, but the 10 of cups is huge, huge, long list of expectations of supposed tos, shoulds, need tos, have tos, must. About 2 of cups about relationships. And what I'm saying, like, you don't even have to say anything. There could be this energy here of, that they grew up with a long list of supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos, must about relationships that were given from parents and family and this and that. And they just feel like, oh my gosh, relationships are so overwhelming. There's so much that you have to do. And you're like, but I didn't ask you for 9 out of 10 of those things. Why are you blaming me for that? And it's like, it doesn't matter. It's in here. They already have this pressure of, I have to do all this stuff. And you're like, but I don't want you to do all that stuff. I just want the 1 out of the 10 things. Can I have just that? And I feel like they just felt overwhelmed and like the relationship was too much, took too much out of them and out of their life. And so I feel like that's why they kind of just stepped away because they're just like, I'm not ready for a relationship. I can't handle this pressure. And even though you may not have been the one putting the pressure on it at all, it was all in here. So hopefully that makes sense there, Bellini. And there's nothing you can do about that, right? Yep, yep. All right. So many blessings to you. And then Jeep Jeep, thank you so much for your donation earlier. And this is your free question. You want to know what does Spirit want you to know about your investments? So, of course, I'm not, disclaimer, I'm not a financial professional of any kind, investment professional. Ultimately, everyone has to make their own decisions, and this is designed for entertainment purposes only. See the disclaimer in the video. All right. So we've got the 4 of Wands, which is energetic stability, joy, celebration. I like that, especially when it comes with the death card of a death and a rebirth. So I feel like that you're going to sell some stocks next week. I feel like you're going to sell some and buy some, right? With stocks. This is the stock market, your investments. I just feel like with the death and the rebirth, and it brings joy and celebration. Trust your gut, trust your instinct. I think we talked about that before, where it's like, you know what? Go, this stock I really want to get rid of, and I want to invest it in that. Can we switch that, please? And then you're like, oh, I'm so glad I did, because you end up getting benefit from the switch that you make. So I like that for you. And that's what they have. Easy breezy, short and easy. So whatever that gut instinct is that's kicking in, going, "Oh, I'm not really feel good about that. I want to invest it in this," and then do it according to spirit and at your own risk. Had to throw that in there. But that's what they have for you, Jeep. So that's many blessings to you. All right. And then Bumika, you are up. Hello, hello. All right. So your second question here. You're moving um, to Australia in June. All right. So you want to know how your life will be there financially or romantically. You're single now and you want a serious relationship in life as you're ready for marriage. Oh, all right. Well, very good. Going to down under. All right. So what do we have here? How will your life be there financially? So that's financially. And then here's romantically. All right. All right. Wow, you got the Fool card and the World card. So, what a combination. This just kind of represents your move. You're leaving one, here's the endings of old cycles and beginning of new adventures here. So financially, we've got this feeling of abundance that's coming in here for both. And the full card is about leaving behind old ways of thinking too, clear away the supposed tos, the shoulds, the need tos, the have tos, the musts. These things are what clutter and clog and limit, because we have so many rules. It's about letting go of the rules, letting go of the supposed tos and shoulds and have tos and musts and oughta and all that. And there's this freedom that comes from it. It's this wow, because you're not limiting it, you're leaving it totally open to spirit. You're on this adventure. And so you're going to just allow things to be. And because of that, you have this great opportunity. If you're like this, the job and the person could be right here and you're going to miss them. And you're like, oh, there you are. But with your blinders of expectations, you miss it. So there is this energy of being open and free and allowing yourself to experience life as it unfolds. Really, really a lot of big energy of going with the flow and allowing that to, move forward there. So I feel like it's going to be a change. It's going to be refreshing, but just try to not put all those same expectations that you've had before on those things now, because that's just going to limit them, make them smaller, draw things out. Right. So I like that for you. It feels very positive there. So many blessings to you. That's what they have. And then Sean G, your free question, and you'll be the last one here for this session. And as soon as I'm done, I will be posting a comment listing the order in which the readings were completed. Then I'll be back in about an hour and a half for my evening session. I'm on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday mornings at 11 a.m. Mountain, and then Friday and Saturday nights at 6 p.m. Mountain time. So if you want to catch me then for new questions, feel free to do so. All right, Sean. So will R be able to get at least 2 summer program sponsors by the end of June? All right, let's take a look here. Well, looks a little challenging for them. We got the 7 of Swords, which has to do with some thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that are deceiving them. And the 5 of Cups has to do with, kind of focusing in on lower vibrational emotions. So I feel like they have this mindset that I'm not going to be able to do that. I can't do that. And their 5 of Cups, these emotions, lower vibrational emotions, I feel like they might not enjoy, but there's lower vibrational energies they get, and they get negative attention from people like, oh no, I can't do that. Oh, okay, you can do it, come on, and they like getting the attention for being kind of a half empty, glass half empty type of person, right? At least for now, where they're at in their life. And I just feel like that if they keep up their attitude the way they have it, that they can't, because they don't believe they can't, and their energy makes it where they can't, because they're drawing in what they're focusing on. And so Something to be aware of if it is someone that you can help provide balance to and encouragement and ideas on helping them to do it. Right now, their energy is no, they can't. You have the high priestess on the bottom and the queen of cups. So you're very intuitive. You can really relate and feel their emotions, and the page of cups too, which is joy and celebration and heightened emotional energy. So if you can help them believe in themselves a little bit, they might be able to. Otherwise, I don't feel like they're going to be able to do that. All right, so that's what they have for you, Shanji. So many blessings to you, and thank you guys so much for all the patience in getting to your readings. Like I said, in a moment here, I'll post a comment listing the order in which the readings were received, and I'll be back this evening. So until then, remember, every second of every day of your life, you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things, our Creator. And of course, I love you too. So until I see you guys again, much love to you. Hang in there. Take care of yourselves. We'll see you soon.